We are many.
I've been expecting you.
Feel the fusion. Fear not. Your corpse will live on in the collective.
Hi everybody, welcome to the Blade and Soul Roots of Malice update preview. I am your host Linda, and we'll be doing through the entire round of what's in this update. Just before I jump into that, just a couple of reminders for you guys. Fortune's Bounty event ends on June 19th. Typo, sorry. It ends next week on June 24th. Thanks, Justin. July. It actually says July here, and I messed that up. July 24th, guys. And so, turn in your fishbone, visit the angler dude, buy the fishing areas, and get all your rewards from there. You got about a week, a little less than a week left to complete that event. Again, July 24th is when the event ends, of course. We also have the cosmetic design contest that's ongoing right now, and the end date for that is July 28th. Justin, can you pull up on your screens really quickly the cosmetic design contest? So if you guys haven't noticed, we did update the rules for entries from New Zealand and Australia. So if you were thinking about entering and you didn't see it, please go ahead and enter. You will not be disqualified. We are looking for a new cosmetic and a weapon illusion. Woo! So again, it ends on July 28th. Please get your submissions in so we can do all the cool judging, pick them out, and of course, in the end, you will select which cosmetic gets designed. All right. So enough of that. Let me kind of go through the overview of the show. We have new raids. We have a new event starting as well, along with a Shackled Isles update and esports. We're going to talk about that. Miscellaneous changes on top of that. We also released our items and systems news article, so if you haven't seen it yet, head on to the website, check it out, read up on it, and we'll try to answer any of the questions that you may have. And we'll also have a special guest towards the end. You might have already read it in the producer's letter, but that's all the hint I can give you. So let's get into it. Roots of Malice launches July 24th. Exciting time. So I'll let our boys introduce themselves.
Yep, I'm Justin, Cyan. Joined by
Brett Jaxel, Senior Creative Writer for the Localization team. Happy to be here.
It's Thursday. It's great. I'm happy. I'm excited to be here. It's always fun being with you guys. So Titan Chamber and Botany Center are the new raids.
That's right. Well, it is summertime. Summertime is a great time to do, well, let me say, it's summertime in the northern hemisphere. If you're in the southern hemisphere, it's whatever that other season is.
And then if you're at the equator, then it's always kind of this
the
nice,
equator,
weird
who knows
warmness.
what's going on.
It's legit.
We were just talking about Peruvian food earlier, which is why we're talking about the equator right now. But a great thing to do in the summertime is to do some yard work. I actually enjoy doing yard work, but there's always that time where you have some weeds and you get them out and they look nice, and then like 5 days later, there's more weeds in like other places, right? So that's basically what is going on, y'all, in the Titan Chamber and the Botany Center. We can go to my machine whenever you guys are ready, but so the Scarlet Conservatory, you've pruned it, you've cut back the bad guys, but there's more. There's more to love. There's more to find. So that's basically what's going on here. This is a slightly similar format to what we had with the Emperor's Tomb, if you remember that. There we had the Hall of the Keeper and the Hall of the Templar. So this is a very similar setup. So I have Pocahontas here, rocking her.
Good old Pocahontas.
Yeah, so you will get a quest letter. Go to my quest letters here. Go down to raids, I believe. Where is it? You will see this quest letter for the quest Homegrown Horrors, which you will get from your boy General JSOC. I'm not going to go through all the text here, but I do recommend, I know everyone has their own play style, but I would recommend taking the time to actually go through the actual, I know you want to just get to the action, but We have some really awesome voiceover performances this time around, so I would recommend that you go in and actually interact with the characters, listen to what they have to say. So the letter will take you to Adjutant Kang Myunga. He was a little bit of a jerk the last time you talked to him, and he's still a little bit of a jerk now. So you will let him know that you got a letter, you're supposed to be here, so he can stop being a jerk, and he will direct you to his scouts who are chilling outside these two light raid dungeons. So
They're pleb raids.
What's that?
They're pleb raids.
Pleb raids?
Justin, they're easy raids for people who can catch up.
That's right.
Catch up.
That's
people,
right.
People like me, so don't feel bad. Justin's trying to make you feel bad. It's not like he's like top tier rating right now himself. So
I'm not top tier rating right now. So you'll see Shiyun is over here outside the Titan Chamber, and then over here we have San, another scout, outside of the Botany Center. So I can go ahead and jump in here just to give you a real quick look at what it looks like. So the general idea is you've defeated the main bosses in the Scarlet Conservatory, but like plants, they grow back, or they have like a backup that grows back. So there's giant vegetable clones of some of the bosses you defeated. There is a clone of the Graft Titan, who is the Titan twin, and Dr. Gyojak created a vegetable plant clone of himself. Wouldn't that be nice? Just have a clone of yourself. And so instead of Dr. Gyojak, we have, of course, Dr. Growback, his vegetable clone. Get it?
It's pretty clever.
Because it glows back.
I had a good laugh at that.
So yeah, this is the raid. You can see from the map, it's really short, as you would expect. Not too much going on. There aren't trash mobs. It kind of looks like a pretty standard, awesome, Imperial area. Fewer plants, because you've already pruned some of that back.
There's some.
But there's still some nastiness going back. So yeah, on one of these raids, you'll have a little mini boss, your little token mini boss here. On the other side, there will be a puzzle. So again, similar format to the Hall of the Keeper, Hall of the Templar. In terms of like difficulty level, if you want to check that out, I always recommend using Control-J, which you can also access down here from the bottom. So if you want to see where these guys are at, you can see the Botany Center is right here. Titan Chamber is right here. So in terms of like difficulty level, you're looking about the same as Dreamsong Theater, right in that 1200 to 1250 range. And again, I think Control-J is always a kind of a cool tool you can use to check things out when new raids or new content comes out.
Indeed.
So yeah, get your raid party together and check out these new areas, and I hope you enjoy them. Yeah, like I said, do take the time to check out, read, listen to the voiceover content. There might even be someone who's on the stream today who voiced one of the villains. I'm not going to say who. We do record people in the office when they don't know it sometimes. So,
For real?
so yeah. So for better or worse, one of the villains might have one of our voices. And that's about it. Other things we have going on: the weekly challenge. We have new rewards as always. The new raids have been updated. The Dawn of Khanda Vihar has been removed, and we now have rewards for 5 challenges.
Yep, just like the daily quest or the daily challenge, there's now a 5 quest reward. So yep, Brett's hovering over them right now.
Yeah, so you can see some of the rewards here. Yep. Otherwise, a pretty standard fare. And as usual, with all new content, we'll have new achievements and rewards tied to the raid quests and that sort of thing. So yeah, that's about it for the Titan Chamber and the Botany Center, which will kind of wrap up the Scarlet Conservatory area and everything you've been doing there.
Thank you, Brett. That's really awesome. Thanks for going over. These are like the simplified or simpler raids for people to participate in. I know myself, I haven't even been able to try Scarlet Conservatory in any manner or fashion.
A lot of people are saying 1 gold in chat. The new weekly challenge quests for Titan Chamber and Botany Center are 6 gold, 50 silver. So
Thank you, Justin. That's
the old
right.
ones got lowered a little bit, and the new ones are 6 gold,
Yeah,
50
Dawn
silver.
of Khanda Vihar is
Sure.
removed from the weekly,
Yeah.
which
Yep,
means
that's a good
Titan
point,
Chamber and
yeah.
Botany Center have been added as part of the weekly challenges that you can be doing to address this issue that we've had with the weekly challenges, or just a week, the challenges resetting on Tuesdays and being bugged out on Tuesdays till Wednesday, that issue will be resolved next week. After the maintenance, we'll be back to our regularly scheduled weekly resets on Wednesdays.
Yep.
Indeed. So, Warp Citadel, it's now the challenge dungeon, or the dungeon challenge. I think people say both of them. Don't know why, but they do.
That's like me saying Dragon Place Express or whatever the hell? You just put words in. You just put words in places.
You say potato, I say potato, you say
exactly.
yam.
Data,
I don't think
tomato,
anybody
tomato.
says potato.
Really?
I don't. I mean,
You know what? That's
I
true.
came from the land of potatoes, and nobody
That's
said
true.
it, so.
So how do you say it, Justin?
It's pronounced potato.
Potatoes. Thank you, everybody.
Anyway,
This has been Proper Pronunciation with Justin. Join us next time as we explore tomato.
nope, nobody says that either.
You don't know
Anyway,
that. Sorry,
let's get back on track
Whatever,
here.
Justin. Whatever.
Yeah, so if you could jump onto my monitor real quick, I'll just show off some of the rewards that you get from Warp Citadel. Obviously, you're going to be earning the Warp Challenged tokens by completing the weekly, or the Warp Citadel Dungeon Challenge. And you can see here you get, the rewards are probably going to feel very similar, but Custom Dreadnought, Bloodlust, which I think was in the last one. I'll just go down the list here. Pretty similar rewards, probably what you are mostly expecting. And yep, so jump in, do that. It'll be around for a while. I don't have the date off the top of my head, but it'll be in the patch notes.
And you get the rewards from
Justin.
Kongcha and Mushin's Tower, as you
Oh yes,
expected, per usual.
Kongcha right here. If you're unfamiliar with where those rewards are, they're right here.
Right here in Mushin's Tower.
Yep.
As usual.
So jumping onto the event here, I'm going to go through the different steps of the event, so just bear with me here. You're basically going to start, as you might expect, with grabbing a quest letter from the J menu called Hey Mujin's Outlaw Arena. It's a pun, much like a lot of other writing in this game. You're going to pick up the quest letter. It's going to ask you to speak to Simka over here, or Smika. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Smika is correct? Or is not Smika?
No. Again, pronunciation. No, Smika. Yeah, Smika's fine.
Okay. So, yep, generally quest NPCs are standing in this area. So, speaking to him, you're going to pick up Crisis Management, you're going to pick up Identity Crisis, and you're going to pick up Prime Crisis. These are the 3 daily quests that you're going to be able to do. And the event is going to work similarly to a previous event. You're going to challenge a boss, and then once you defeat that boss, you'll be able to turn in the daily quest. A new, harder version of the boss will show up. You defeat that one, and that goes on for 4 different bosses. So the first 3 bosses are the daily quests, and I'll show you here. You'll need to, so you jump in here. I'm just going to kill him quickly. Brett has a lot of the lore that they wrote for this.
Yeah, so the basic idea here is Admiral Heimujin, who's kind of the last admiral standing in the Black Ram, just had a big birthday, and Poharan, of course, is teasing him for being an old man. So he's having a midlife crisis, buying new boats, and he has these like model images that he's summoning to like try new looks. You know, like that science teacher you had in middle school who's trying a little too hard to be cool, who's like, hey guys, come and kick it at my classroom. Let's learn some trigonometry. And you're like, really? That's kind of like what Heimujin's doing. So needless to say, you have to punish his butt and put him back in his place. And there's different crisis levels in this mid-level, midlife crisis that you're dealing with here. So he summons several different of these model images to try on different looks. But yeah, check it out. The other Loke writer, Pauline, wrote these quests. It's pretty funny stuff.
What gear do you have
I'm
on?
wearing the...
Oh, did you not?
Yeah.
He doesn't have
I'm like,
anything
what the heck is
on.
going on? All right, give me a moment. I put it on right before we went live, so.
Yeah,
That's
sorry.
so funny.
But yeah, it's a cool event.
Please leave me alone.
Escape,
in terms
Justin,
of
escape!
run away.
Will he chase you? Oh, did he reset or did he chase you out the ring?
I don't know, let's see.
Oh, there we go.
He's trying to figure it out.
Well, that's a bug.
Running around
Okay,
in his
thanks,
Kill Bill
Justin.
uniform
Woo,
there.
let's get out of there.
In terms of difficulty, this is about the same as fighting Yoharan.
Really?
It's doing like the original Outlaw Arena, or excuse me, Outlaw Island, because it's on Outlaw, which makes sense. So just to give you an idea of difficulty.
All right, let's do this.
Oh, there we go, Justin.
Yeah, so you can see Heymujin's actually hanging out over the side there, and then
Freaking cheated.
this is his model image.
Yep. So now, as far as the daily quests go, you're going to be. Oh, well, hold on. With the event, you're going to be earning 2 different event currencies. One of them is called Crisis Coin. There's another one called Outlaw Coin, I believe.
Yep.
So when you finish the daily quests, you're going to be earning temporary items. You can see here that with the first quest, it gives you the Fleeting Awaken Ascending Soul for 30 minutes. This is to kind of help out people that may have lower gear. So I'm going to turn this in here. I probably won't go kill the other bosses, but you can see defeating the first one, the second one spawns.
Wow, he has a new outfit.
Yeah, he's a new outfit.
Sorry, Justin.
He's a little bit stronger. He has 18 million HP. But I can put the soul on. I got 5 coins. And then going through the quests here, you can see that this one gives 3 coins. And this one also gives you a better soul, the Fleeting Awakened Cosmic Soul. And it also gives you a temporary heart. And then, of course, as you may expect, the third quest gives you 2 coins, and it gives you the Fleeting Awakened Tiger Soul for 30 minutes, and then it gives you the Fleeting True Hongmin Heart. So this will help you a little bit when you're going into the 4th boss, which I know a lot of people have been wondering if it's going to be easier than maybe other events and stuff like that. It will be pretty doable. I think the devs stated that you'll need about 1 million damage per second in order to take it down.
Yeah, I think it was like a little bit over 1 million, not by much.
Yeah, so with the temporary items that you get, if you're under that, it shouldn't be too difficult, as long as you know your class.
Yeah.
So learn your combos, do your things.
Did you just like side leg at me or something?
I did not.
Okay, just want to make sure.
But you do need to learn your class.
I do need to learn my class. I play all right.
So defeating, you finish the 3 daily quests, and then the 4th boss, which is Admi Heymujin, I believe. That's correct.
It's him trying to be, like, I'm the admiral, but I'm Admi because I'm young and hip, yo. And
Yeah.
you're like, you're an old man. Let me fight you. It's something like that.
Okay. Well, when you defeat him, you're going to be earning achievements, or working towards earning achievements. Those achievements are going to allow you to buy special items in the event store, in the Dragon Express. And I'll go through the rewards here in a moment. I just wanted to state that there's another currency called Outlaw Coin. And these Outlaw Coins are going to come from 2 different areas. Every day in the daily challenge, you're going to see 2 quests. For example, today on our internal server, there's Heaven's Mandate and Ebon Drake Lair. There's the standard rewards, and you're going to earn Jianxi's War Chest. There's a whole list of rewards here that you can get, including pet packs and everything else that you can see.
Good stuff in there.
Yep. You'll also earn 4 Outlaw Coins, and there's going to be 2 of these every single day. There's also going to be the boss. So there's a question here in chat. The boss is going to have about 100 million HP, if I remember correctly. But anyway, so there's the daily challenge, then there's the weekly one, and you can see here. Where was it? Oh, so when you complete the dynamic quests for the following places, you'll earn 7 coins from the Fallen Around School and Snow Jade Fortress, 3 from Hall of the Keeper and Hall of the Templar, and like I said, you get the other ones from the daily quests. You'll also earn the login rewards. You'll get crisis coins from the daily login rewards. 1 if you're non-premium, and 2 extra if you are premium. So add all that up, you get a bunch of coins per day if you do everything. So going through the list of rewards here in the Dragon Express, you can see I'm probably wearing one of the rewards, which is the shark bait outfit.
Nice.
And then I have the...
Turn off your thingy.
What thingy?
Your UIs, there you go.
This is one of the outfits. It's called shark bait. I'll show it on the other races. This is the bangle. It's a shark coming out of a life preserver. Is that what they call it? Something.
It's Shark Week here at Blade and Soul.
Oh,
And it's just a regular Sharknado of Kung Fu and Old Man Crisis.
Shark Fu.
Yeah, for sure.
And I know people are probably thinking the Baby Shark song, but we're not going to do that.
I don't
but
know
me
that
mentioning
song.
it, I hope it now goes in all of your heads.
Yep.
Good job, Justin.
Anyway, so the event here, you'll be able to pick up the Fleeting Crisis weapon chest. In order to pick this up, you do need to get an achievement. You have to beat Admi Heimujin 10 times. Once you do that, you'll be able to pick this up. It's once per account, per day, I believe.
Yeah, that's why there's that note there.
You'll need to pick up an achievement to get the Shadow Spark Wings, which I'll show. It's kind of dark, so hopefully you can see them.
You can't. Oh, there we go. I was gonna say, go all
They
the way
look
around.
like the pink ones. What were those ones called?
It
Yeah.
wasn't the carnation one. That was the costume name.
No. Anyway, it's those carnation wings. I don't remember the name. But it's the black version.
They almost look like they'd go with those Dragon Shroud weapon skins we had last
Because
week.
we-
Almost,
Black and
almost feel like
purple.
they'd match that, yeah.
So yeah, you saw it on. I mean, you can probably imagine it here on the other ones. It has a floppy tail.
Floppy tail. The kind folks in chat are saying Sky Bloom.
Sky blue.
Ah, thank you, yes.
Yep, so let me go here, let me go through mail. The male one is blue. Not sure if blue sharks, I mean, blue sharks kind of exist, right? Not orange ones so much.
I'm blue, dabba dee, dabba da, dabba dee, dabba. I
That
think
is
so.
an old reference.
It is.
I don't know a lot of people are going to know that song.
You'd be pleasantly surprised. Some people are just hip enough. I am not one of those people.
You don't know that song?
No.
Okay, well, we'll have a talk about that afterwards. Anyway, so there's also a weapon illusion chest here. You saw the bangle. I'll go through the other ones here pretty quick.
So good.
Sword, gauntlet. This one looks scary.
Justin, you just called everybody in chat old because everybody knew the reference.
Okay, well, you know what? I'm old, you're old. There's some people out there
Eiffel
that are younger.
65. It's a 90s classic. Oh,
Yeah, so the axe is generally usually the coolest weapon.
That's
of every-
awful.
What do you mean? This is cool.
It's speared through the shirt, Justin.
Yeah, but he's still going.
Okay, all right.
He's
Fair.
like Honey
Fair.
Badger. He doesn't care. Look at
Yeah.
him. He's just. Whoa, that's even more. That one's actually more disturbing.
Yeah, that's a little
to me.
bit. A little
But you can imagine what it looked
You
like
got
with the
fifth.
sheath.
It's so the razor or dagger here is actually this one, but cleaned up. If you know what I mean. Yep.
Gotta show the pistols are awesome.
Yep, I'll
Those
show the
look
pistols here.
So
This
good.
one's pretty
that
cool.
one's pretty
I
good
like that
too,
one.
Yeah.
I think the theme is if you think you're going to get saved with one of these life preservers, there will be a shark.
There will be a shark on it regardless. You will be eaten.
It's a life lesson in the weapon skin. What is that, like a scroll? Oh, that's cool. It looked like.
You know, I'm not sure. It looks
That's
like
so
there's
funny.
rope
It's a
on
cannon.
it.
No. For a second, it looked like it was. Yeah.
It's like one of those pirate ship cannons, like the
so
old tiny
good.
Is it?
cannons. It looks
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it in his mouth.
That's for sure what it is. That's for sure.
I
what
like
it is.
that. That's legit.
No, when you zoomed up close, it looked like there was a scroll.
Oh,
So I was
okay,
like, what is
okay.
that? Love it.
Yep, looks pretty cool.
Thank you, Justin.
Let me see here. Yep, I mean, that's. Oh, sorry. I was just going to basically say, like, that's the entire event. There's going to be a Google Doc that's showing up from a lovely player that created one last time for the event. I was working with them. They're going to put out another one to help you track what you're doing every single day.
Fantastic.
So look out for that. Check off your boxes. Make sure you're being as optimal as possible. Oh, I didn't show off the rewards. I'm sorry. Let me go through the rewards.
I thought you went through some of them.
I went through a few, but let me show off the rest. But yeah, you can see every single thing here requires both. Shark bait requires 35 crisis coins and 35 outlaw coins. Oh, and there's also the Admiral's New Clothes selection chest. I suppose maybe this is the wardrobe that he was picking his attire from. But there's a ton of old costumes that are in here. You'll be able to pick whichever one you want. There's some old classics in here.
It does say there in the selection chest you will need one high quality fabric
Yep.
to open that chest after you've purchased it.
So don't crash the market, but go pick up some high quality fabrics from the marketplace. There's also an adornment version.
And again, these are selection chests. They're not RNG, so you get to choose exactly what you want. And if you get the, if you get the adornment chest, you can make sure it matches. Or if you need something for another outfit, up to you.
Yep. You can see here there's sacred vials, pet packs, We're verifying with I know there's been a lot of questions with this. We're verifying with the dev team about the resets after the event ends during the redemption period. That is kind of a complicated sentence, but I think people will understand what I'm saying.
I zoned out for a second.
Is that related to the account limit? Or?
Yeah, it's related to the account limit. We're verifying with the dev team.
Okay.
I think yes.
I'm going to say I'm pretty sure that you're going to be able to pick them up, or I'm pretty sure it's going to reset after the event ends, but I'm not 100% sure, so we still need to completely verify with the dev team. But I'm pretty certain that's how it
I
is.
figured out what you were trying to say, Justin.
We'll get it sorted, and we'll let you know.
Yeah, you're referring to the redemption period from when the event ends and the couple weeks after, where
Yes.
the reset's still accurate. I think to Justin's
Yeah.
point, we're fairly certain, but we'll triple confirm that and let you guys all know.
Yep, so there's 5 purchases or 10 purchases per week on your account, so you'll need to do the event on a few characters if you want to get all the possible rewards. And then going through the rest of the list here, a bunch of good stuff, a bunch of upgrade materials and things that you'll need.
The usual.
The huge.
The huge.
Yep, so I mean, I think that pretty much covers the event. There's also an event news post out if you want to just get more of a top level look at it, so go check it out on the website.
Yes.
Written by yours truly.
This guy right here. I do want to mention, I did see some comments. I forgot to mention earlier, we are on our internal QA server, so everything you're seeing may not be live. There's still maybe some weird bugs, some weird texting, so it'll all be mostly sorted by next week, July 24th. The glowy effect that you're seeing is because our GM characters, they're a little special, so they're not quite typical.
Yep.
So there's no other natural way of getting a glowy effect.
So yeah, obviously this event is a little similar to events we've done in the past, like kind of the Sacred Longwy,
Indeed. But
situation.
this time I think a lot of people are going to be able to participate.
Yep.
So jump in, kill.
Whoa,
Mr. Admin, let him
whoa.
know.
Set him straight, all
All
right?
right, murder him.
Talk some sense into
I'm talking like
into
a
the
backstab
elderly
or something.
gentleman,
Holy moly,
the
Justin.
quasi-elderly gentleman, who is. Yeah.
Alrighty.
Thanks, Justin.
Well, thank you, Justin. Thank you, Brett.
Yep, that was dense. I'm sorry.
Okay. So Shackled Isles, we now have a party mode, which is a 3-team mode. There's no longer solo, so you can't queue solo and run around and do things on your own. So it's going to be a team of 3. You're going to fight against other teams of 3 in the game or in Shackled Isles. So when the update drops again on July 24th, let me make sure it's actually July 24th. I could be saying it wrong. Okay, July 24th. What was it? Oh, it's free season, so you'll be able to play around and do whatever you feel like. Kind of learn the grooves of playing as a team or playing with randoms as a team. If you do queue in solo, you will be dumped into a random team. So there's no solo queuing in that sense. The new season starts on July 31st for Shackled Isles. That also means that we are starting our World Championship qualification events.
So
So that
excited.
is our esports for the year. So the new mode, the party mode for Shackled Isles is what's going to be featured in the World Championships in Korea later this year. So if you're interested in going to Korea, representing North America and Europe, you and your homies just want to get together, create your teams, sign up now on our website.
You also win money.
You also win money from us, and you also get bragging rights, and then you get to go on to Korea. It's an all-paid trip to Korea. And yeah, sign up now with your team of 3 to play.
The money will not be crisis coins. It'll be actual real-world
It'll
currency that you
be
can spend.
real-world money, and we will give you money.
So yeah, it's gonna be fun. I love 3v3 PvP, y'all.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be awesome.
It's going to be interesting for our Shackled Isles, so looking forward to seeing that. Again, the season doesn't start immediately when the game updates next week. You have kind of this open season thing where you can kind of play around.
Yep.
And then the actual season starts on July 31st. But registration ends on July 26th if you want to be a part of the World Championship qualification event. Get your teams together, play, why not, right? The rankings for Shackled Isle is individual based, but what we're going to do is we're going to collectively put the team member scores together to judge from there. So make sure to sign up if you want to play. You know, even if you think you're not going to qualify, why the heck not, right? It's kind of like this open qualifier kind of thing.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
But yeah, so there's a web page. There's also rules, so go read the rules.
Yes, the rules are very important, kind of sets you up to what you can expect and things like that. Oh, quick thing I want to remind you is that for Shackled Isles, there is third spec classes are not allowed. So, Kung Fu Master.
Yeah.
Yeah, third spec Kung Fu Fighter's okay.
Yeah,
third spec Kung Fu Master,
Fighter's
not
okay,
okay.
but third spec Kung Fu
And,
Master and Blade Master.
And Blade Master.
Third spec.
So yeah, they're still working out balancing issues there, so I'm sure it'll be
Naturally,
included
and
down the line.
other regions are still working on getting it. So,
exactly.
you know,
So.
all that good jazz.
Everything that happens when you start.
I'm getting like a bunch of snooze, like it's all good. All right, so Shackled Isles. That's basically it. Sign up, go to Korea, kick butt, you know, meet some new people, have fun.
Make memories.
Thank you, Justin.
That's what's important. That's why we're really doing this.
That's right. That's what we're really doing. We're here to make memories, and that is our qualification event.
That's right.
For our esports this year. Cool. So let me go ahead, and this is where you're gonna have to listen to me blab on for like a little list of changes that we have going on here.
Just the usual changes?
Yes,
and
the
good-
usual
good stuff-
changes.
Good stuff that's
I'm gonna
happening.
just take a quick moment. Do you guys want to add to anything before I jump into these changes?
Nope.
No? Okay.
No,
All good.
I can't
I'm
think of
just
anything at the
trying to waste everybody's time for a few minutes. I'm just kidding. I mean,
But yeah, if you want me to show something in game, just holla.
what do you
moment.
want
Yeah,
to
we'll,
Oh, okay.
we'll be ready to
Sure.
show stuff, actually.
So, you know, we've seen a lot of feedback on the forums. Feedback, requests, please. And, you know, this is kind of something we've talked about for a long time, but I don't want to hype this up, and I totally am hyping
Yeah,
this
you
up.
are.
I'm sorry. We will be having some performance adjustments made to our client in the next update. Basically, we will be having some performance adjustments for Mushin's Tower atrium area, some environment adjustments for some raids and some dungeons, and you know, we hope that will solve some issues that some of you guys have reported and experienced, but you know, naturally, like I always say, you know, not all PCs are made equal. Software, specs, drivers, God knows what, things you have installed, some, you know, yeah, again, let us know if you've seen a change, don't notice any change. So yeah, next week, July 24th, some performance adjustments.
Yes.
Give us some feedback on if you notice any improvements and
Absolutely.
stuff like that. So
an
not trying to
honor.
hype it up. Can't promise, you know, like I said, every
Right.
computer is different. We here in our stream computer, we don't have any issues, but not trying to negate the fact that you guys don't have issues, because there
Yeah.
obviously there is something,
And it's obviously an ongoing process.
yeah, ongoing process,
for
especially,
sure.
absolutely an ongoing process.
And just wanted to make one quick note. A lot of other regions have different versions and different builds and newer builds and stuff like that. So comparing like performance with two builds on different regions sometimes isn't the best comparison.
True.
Because there's a lot of different stuff going on.
Yeah, I mean, we can copy it word for word, not word for word, exactly. It doesn't mean it's going to be still the exact same thing.
Lots of variables.
I know,
involved.
technology,
Yeah.
variables, you know, but I'm a communications person, so
But yeah, so some changes are coming. Let us know.
yeah, let us know.
TLDR.
Next week, though. Next week. Not right now, next week. Right on. So, I just want to set it up, just in case, like, hey man, you lied to me. I'm like, yo, I'm sorry.
No, I'm just enjoying your
next week.
enthusiasm.
Thank
I'm
you.
sorry.
I am
man.
excited.
That was,
Well, it was really cool to see that email come through. I'm like, oh, heck
yeah.
yeah.
No,
you
I hear
know.
you. I hear you.
So we also have, with the server consolidations we did a couple months ago, I lose track of time, you can now select your language when you, in-game. So you can, you know, disable, enable English, French, German,
We can
and
show
stuff like
that
that.
real quick on one of our machines, probably.
Yeah, we can show.
What happened? Oh,
I'm
yeah.
just saying we could show them.
We can pull up that menu, English, French, German, even Portuguese, to help mitigate some of the consolidations, since we don't have language-specific servers anymore.
Oh, good call. I was like, why are you messing with your UI?
Whoa.
You turn on that weird UI thing, Justin.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay.
So
I
he
wanted-
can,
Oh, was
so he
that
can move his
intentional?
window
Okay.
around. Yeah.
So I saw this went out in the Systems and Items article this morning. I saw some questions
That's
about
correct.
it. Basically, there's a box right here to be able to check it or uncheck it, or enable/disable. Basically, if you load the client, if your language is selected in English, you'll be able to, when you load the client and check the box, you'll only see messages from people that also have the same language selected in the client.
Right.
Correct.
So
You did it.
basically, I guess if you speak English or you use English client and you don't want to see French and German messages or French and German people that have that selected, then check the box. If you want to see everything, then uncheck the box.
Right.
So play around with it, see what you want.
Yeah, see what works. Let us know what doesn't work.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, I'm seeing some stuff in chat. Please be polite, Let's not call people baguettes and whatnot and things like that. I personally enjoy a really good baguette myself, but please be polite. You don't need to disrespect other people and their language choices and whatnot. Sorry, I got all serious business there. Got a couple more things we want to go through in regards to some changes. Again, we did release the Items and Systems news post, so check that out. Post our questions and things. Post your questions on the forums on the Reddit. We'll find you and do our best to answer. We may not answer some of them because patch notes come out next week, and that's when you get the full bulk of all that stuff. And I read through all the patch notes. There's a lot of stuff in there for you to read. Okay, so we also have class skill updates. They're mostly bug fixes. Not all classes got them, but just a good mix of everything and things like that. Let me go down my list. So we have some accessory breakthrough changes. Give me 1 second, folks. I'm going to take care of something. Okay, there we go. We got some accessory changes. Basically, if the dragon tokens from the event, you will no longer use it, but you just go back to using the materials that we've had in the past. So those are really the only changes for some of those bracelets, necklaces, things like that.
The Google Doc is on the Systems and Items, so
There's no Google Doc.
oh, I lied.
We were going to put up a Google Doc. We decided against it because there really wasn't a huge, it wasn't really necessarily a change. We were just taking out the dragon tokens, and you just, instead of using the materials to craft the dragon tokens, you just use the materials straight up.
Yeah, so it's going back to what it was, I think a couple patches ago.
Essentially. Sorry, one more thing. I need to reply to somebody because I thought it was funny.
Oh. Awkward silence.
Okay. You can now transfer PvP weapons to other characters with the Brilliant Sealing Charm Fragments. You know from the previous update, we were able to transfer PvE weapons. Now it's just PvP weapons. Same conditions apply.
So, same process, just...
Yep.
Yeah. Same process, stage 3, 6, or 9. Dragon Force, Incinerator.
Not the bracelet. A lot of people keep asking that.
Yeah, not the
Not
bracelet. Specifically speaking to PvP weapons.
Yes.
Weapons, that's right.
Yeah. We also have a new Psyche to augment Talisman, the title Talisman Psyche.
Yes.
Yeah, we could show that on my machine.
Oh,
real
yeah,
quick if
yeah.
you want.
Brett's going to show us the title Talisman Psyche. You use it to augment talismans.
So this is a psyche you can use to augment your talisman, and same usual deal as previous psyches in terms of how it augments the stats of your item, which you can see here.
Yep, you can transmute it. I've seen some questions this morning since we put out the Systems and the Items. It does use pet packs, 25 pet packs. I saw some people asking if that was a typo. No, it's pet packs, not pet pods. And then 500 gold.
Yes, to transmute it. And then a few other things when you use it to augment the talisman.
Yep.
Also, we have the Mazuko Psyche that will now augment legendary necklaces in addition to gloves.
Yeah. So as you can see here, it can augment both now, legendary gloves or necklaces, and there's the stats there. Otherwise, pretty much the same.
Yep. Not as crazy big of an update as our previous one, but it has some sizable content, new event, new raids, some additional changes.
Patch notes will come out.
Yeah. So
Next
keep a lookout for those.
Yeah, we're working on them, finishing them, getting them all translated.
Yep.
And big things are happening later in the year.
Big things are happening later this year. Brett's already working on them. Anything you can share about the process, Brett?
There's a
teasers?
lot happening, and it's really cool, but I'm not allowed to say much more than that.
You know,
Let's
coming
put
up
them
with the
on the
name, for some stuff happening later this year.
I think most of the players know the big,
They know
the
what
big
the big
things
thing.
that are probably coming out soon. So
That doesn't mean Unreal Engine 4. Just, I know people are going to assume that.
Oh,
That
no,
doesn't
sorry.
mean that.
That's true. Somebody asked a question.
Yeah.
It was a really good question. The title Talisman Psyche is permanent to the game. It is not limited time.
Yes. I know some psyches in the past, or the pet tag and stuff was temporary, but this is permanent. So
it's not a fleeting item; it is a
Right.
permanent item.
We haven't done temporary stuff in a while, so
Nope.
yeah. And then, for your information, anytime anything that's not permanent, we'll be very clear about saying
Yeah.
it is temporary.
We usually call that stuff, the items that are temporary, we usually label them as fleeting, or we use a name like that that will help indicate that it's for a short duration or a limited duration. So we try to identify that
Yeah.
in game. But we recognize that sometimes it's not always clear, so we're trying
No,
to...
it's a fair question to ask, and it's
Yep.
good to ask, and it's good to
Absolutely.
clarify that.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay. Anything else to add, gentlemen?
no.
No, just want to make sure. Okay, because we do have a special guest for the show, just like we had a special guest in the previous show. You may have read it in the producer's letter, but I would love to introduce you guys to Sage, our new producer here on Blade and
Yay.
Soul.
Welcome.
Hi, Sage. Welcome. Very
you.
cute. How long have you been here already? I mean, God, I feel like it feels like an eternity. Like a month?
Yeah.
Yeah, give or take.
basically.
Yeah. So this is your first update, or did you?
It
work on
is
the last-
actually.
Okay, right on. Your first update, and then you get to work on our really big update later this year. I'm sorry, it's not Unreal Engine 4, because that needs to come out in.
Sometime in the future.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say something else, but that needs to come out in the original version first before we're able to get it for ours, of course. But yeah, I mean, anything you would love to share with us, Sage? How's your experience so far? How's working with Nico? I know sometimes you can be like, oh, I'm just kidding. Nico's wonderful. You guys have seen Nico. I have no complaints about the man.
It's been great. I love the team.
Awesome.
And,
we love you too.
and I'm happy to join the community. I just wanted to say that a lot of feedbacks that you guys are providing to us is helping us a lot to figure out what we need for our players, basically.
Right.
I just wanted to let you know that a lot of the developers in Korea does not know about us a lot, like because of the language issues. Even though they come to our community.
Oh yeah, they read
yeah.
everything all the time. I know they do.
Yeah.
I know they do.
So always provide a lot of like your opinions, feedbacks, and suggestions. So we'll always look into them and make sure that is delivered.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, it's not a ploy that we just say. I know we say it every single time. We do read every single piece of feedback that we get. Sometimes we can't take action on them. Sometimes we really can't say anything about it. It's honestly not trying to ignore you. The dev team does support multiple regions, so it's important that when there's a change made, it satisfies everybody. Because sometimes you make a change in one region, you change another region, and next thing you know, you get everything mixed up. It's just a lot cleaner when you only support a couple of different variations. And I think it's in a sense it's a bit fairer that way too. It's like, oh, why does so and so have that? Why does so and so have that? You know, again, not a ploy, and it's important that even if you always let us know what you're thinking, how you think it should be, because it's important. Sometimes you guys have really great ideas.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, why not? That's perfect. Why didn't we think of that? It's like, oh, you know, or it helps our argument in making sure we get what we need for.
And
our version of
Sage
the
and
game.
Nico work really hard to take those things
They
into
do.
consideration and work hard to give us
Yeah.
the best game we can get.
They
So
are-
we appreciate everything you guys do.
Yeah, they are the hard workers. They work the long nights and doing what they can to keep the game going. Well, thank you, Sage. I really appreciate having you here and whatnot. We'll hopefully see you around some more. Did you just hello? Thank you, Justin, for your contribution. Justin's the best.
That's what everybody else was saying in chat. So.
Oh, yeah, that's really sweet. Okay. I
what's
just
up?
thought you were mocking me. Honestly, Justin's the best too. We work together, and
Whoa.
as much as you guys see me give him crap, valued employee, and it's also Brett. I know this is where we're like, thank you, everybody. I mean, Brett's really awesome too, and he has dedicated time every month to have these live streams with us. Rehearse and prepare, and he's a wealth of knowledge. Him and Pauline and the team. I want to shout out to our guys in the window doing our show, Jason,
Let's just
Gigi,
shout out everybody.
Andre. I want to give.
There's a QA team. Shout out. People that run the server.
That's
shout
right.
out.
Thank you, Justin. I appreciate it. Okay, guys. I know I'm blabbing on. We do have most of the information about what's going on in this update already on the website. So, items and systems, events, patch notes next week. Enter in the cosmetic design contest if you haven't already. Cutoff is July 28th. And register for our World Championship qualification event. And that cutoff is July 26th. All right, guys, that basically concludes our Roots of Malice update preview. We're going to be back. So, again, you got any questions? Welcome to post on the forums and Reddit. We'll find you. We'll do our best to answer. Justin will find you. Excuse me. We'll do our best to answer. And if we can't answer, you'll probably find your stuff in the patch notes next week. Roots of Malice drops July 24th. Thank you all. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch. Gotta go do the host spiel. Thanks again, everybody. Enjoyed having the show with you. Enjoyed everybody in chat. So take it easy. Have a great afternoon, morning, evening, night, all that jazz.
Bye.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Sage.
See you later, alligator.
Oh, that's so sweet. You're just so cute. Ooh, that weight, Justin.
That's a double meat.